social media accounts. Your data lives as a physical, heat-generating object somewhere on Earth. The next step is to connect your daily digital routines to those glowing dots. 50 emails sitting in the cloud use around a quarter of a kilowatt-hour per year. 1 hour of high-definition streaming accounts for roughly 0.8 kilowatt-hours over the same period. 10 social media posts stuffed with images pull about 0.15 kilowatt-hours. Individually, these numbers seem tiny, but with over 5 billion internet users, the load converges into the hotspots you are staring at on the satellite map. Conduct a personal carbon shadow audit right now. Unsubscribe from 5 newsletters you never open. That alone can cut the energy needed to send, filter, and store those messages. Next, scan your inbox for huge attachments. Download them onto a local hard drive, compress them, and then delete the cloud copies permanently. Turn off autoplay on Netflix, YouTube, and any other streaming service. Those seconds of unexpected video aren't just intrusive, they burn electricity. Then open your photo library and search for duplicates. The average person has over 2,000 near identical images. Flag and remove them, and you shrink the power draw of the backup servers that preserve every burst shot of a sunset. If you do all this in 10 focused minutes, you will drop your personal digital energy footprint by about 3 to 5%. But the real magic, purely algorithmic, not mystical, happens when you wait a day or two and return to the farm's map. The large hot clusters won't vanish overnight, but combined with hundreds of thousands of other people performing the same cleanup, the thermal load begins to dip. Researchers have calculated that if 100,000 users cut just 10% of their cloud storage, the measurable heat output of a mid-tier data center falls by roughly 0.02 degrees Celsius. That shift might appear tiny, yet it is within the resolution of satellite sensors. You, an individual with a phone in your hand, just nudge the pixel from red to orange. This is citizen science at a global scale. Why does this matter so profoundly? Because carbon dioxide knows no borders, and digital pollution is the fastest growing category of emissions we never discuss. While we fret over plastic straws and shopping bags, every year the internet's infrastructure adds more than 900 million tons of CO2 to the sky. That number is climbing faster than regulatory frameworks can keep up. By learning to see the invisible, you reclaim agency. When you tell a friend that you cooled a data center by tidying your inbox, it sparks a conversation that ripples outward. This skill is thoroughly modern, grounded in open access satellite data, and deeply optimistic. It proves that planetary repair isn't always backbreaking. So mess, it's just a few thoughtful taps. The trend of thermal auditing is already blooming in ego technology, circles, and sharing a before and after snapshot of a firm's heat map alongside a trimmed inbox screen can rally others to join. You become part of a distributed movement that uses tools built for wildfire detection to extinguish a different kind of blaze. The humor in the cat video math question is a gentle nudge. Our streaming binges are not weightless. They leave a residue, just like a car engine, just like a factory. The difference is that no one sees the exhaust pipe. Satellites change that. They turn every data center into a campfire we can collectively suffocate by reducing digital clutter. Every unread newsletter is a tiny shovel of coal. Every duplicate photograph is a filament that stays lit day and night. The steps to audit your digital shadow are not complicated. They require only curiosity and the willingness to treat your inbox as a garden that needs weeding. Unsubscribe, compress, delete, turn off autoplay. Those 4 actions take less than 10 minutes. Over a year, they might save enough electricity to power an LED bulb for 200 hours. Multiply that across a neighborhood and the satellite picture shifts. That is the underlying message. Small, silent acts aggregate into a signal that even orbiting sensors can detect. You are not powerless. You are a thermal regulator connected to a feedback loop that runs from your smartphone to the stratosphere. The next time you feel climate despair, open farms and watch the heat map. Then clean a corner of your digital life. You'll smirk realizing that your tidy inbox just made the planet infinitesimally cooler and satellites high above caught the difference. This lesson isn't about guilt, it's about illumination. It takes a source of unseen anxiety and hands you a flashlight. The flashlight beams you upward to a world of free data, scientific transparency, and collective impact. Learn to read the glove, and you'll never look at a loading spinner the same way again. The planet's digital fever can be measured, and more importantly, it can be reduced by anyone willing to click a few times with intention. So go ahead, with intention. So go ahead, answer that silly math question, pull up the satellite map, and start calling a dot. The warmth you feel afterward won't be wasted energy. It will be the quiet satisfaction of having finally seen the whole picture. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Every bit of data has weight. Every cloud stores heat. Every digital choice is an environmental act. That truth, once learned, is the most potent tool in your zero-emission toolkit. Now you hold it, use it well, and when you share the map, remember to tag your location. You might just inspire someone across the ocean to cool their own glowing pixel. That's the beauty of a connected world. A cleaner inbox in Lisbon can ease the thermal strain in a data center in Singapore. The math is not magic, it's physics. The observation